Hi guys, we're here with Team KBY. We're here with Mr. Sensei with his Turbo 8, what is it? Professor Deck Profile.
Can you show us the way?
Take it away, Mr. Sensei.
Show us the way.
Thank you, Mr. Bartin. So first we start with the Forerunner. So as you know, I'm running a Gifted Bear. So when you rest it, you reveal a Grade 3 Honorary Professor from your hand and search for another with a different name from your deck. So this helps you fix your ride, your ideal ride. So next we go to the Grade 3s. For this deck, it's very important that you run a lot of Grade 3s because your new update from the zoo, it actually searches for additional Grade 3s. So I run 4 of Chaverit. Okay? So this card, when it is put on your Vanguard circle, so you reveal, you discard any cards amounting to the sum of 3. Then you search for 2 honorary professors with a different name and add them to your hand. I run 3 of this guy. I run 3 of this guy. So this guy is only needed for what we call the break stride combo, which was updated for the zoo booster. So I run 3 for consistency. 1 is you can fetch it inside your deck. 2 is you need because this is the final Vanguard you're going to ride, it's ideal you have another copy just in case you want to go Zoa. Then I run 2 of Cat Noir. So Cat Noir, I only run 2 because the stride skill of Chaverit allows you to search for a honorary professor and change your heart when you stride into an honorary professor stride. Okay? So that's it for the Grade 3s. I run 9. 2 of Cat Noir, 3 of this guy, 4 and Chaverit.
Nice. Thank you, guys.
That's the deck. That's the deck, guys. No, I'm just kidding. For the Grade 2s, I run 4 of Trickle British. Okay? So Trickle British, its effect is when it gets chosen by an honorary professor Vanguard. So it gets an additional 4,000 and it's retired at the end of the turn and you get to fetch another honorary professor from your drop zone. So you need this because the amount of Grade 3s you're going to have in your hand will be a lot. And every time you stride or you discard your Grade 3s, so this can help you fetch. I run 3 of the Panthers. It has the same effect as the Cat Noir Break Ride. So, treat this Panther, when it attacks, you give another rear guard plus 4,000 and at the end of turn, you retire that unit and draw 1. And my favorite card, Compass Lion, you run 4. So, I know there's a better alternative like the Success version, but I'd like to run the classics of Compass Lion. So, it provides you an 11k base, which stops most rushes early. So, as of now, I run 2 of this guy, so it helps with the counter charge. So when you have an honorary professor Vanguard, so you rest it and give 1 unit plus 4. At the end of turn, you retire it and you counter charge 1. I run 4 of Reader Pig. So the first portion of the video told you that this deck is kind of a Turbo 8 honorary deck. So this is a key piece when you stride into Brahmananda or GB8. Duckbill for standard purposes and Shellmaster for your counter charge. For the triggers, I run 4 heals, 4 stands. So I chose the stand with the put to soul plus 3,000. So 4 Ruler Chameleons, just in case you need retire fodder for your early game, so you can fetch another Chameleon from your deck. And 4 Cobra. So 8 crit, 4 stand, and 4 heals.
Very simple.
So for the G zone, I run 2 Cath Balugs. It's decent when you have a lot of CD from your first stride wherein you get rushed by a lot of decks, RP, gold, whatever. So it provides you with that extra power and extra draw for that first stride. I ran 4 of Brahmananda, so it can be used as your first stride, although you can only call 1 if you use it for the first. It is the second of the Immortality Professor sets of strides, and one of the strides that can be used with Chatsovage. Okay, so the break ride skill is passed on to the stride with the use of Chatsovage's effect. Ta-da! Okay, so on attack, you get to call the same amount of cards from your hand to your field, and it gets the same effect as your Katnoir break ride. When you attack, it gets +4, and at the end of turn, you retire it and draw 1. I run 2 of the new Katnoir Stride. So the Katnoir Stride is kind of our pseudo restander. So at the end of its attack, you discard 3, you CB1, then you ride a new grade 3 as stand. So when you ride Chatsovage, so you get to pay its cost, then you get to stride into another Honorary Professor, which is either Brahmananda or Kafbalud. So the deck focuses on actually having a faster engine to get to your GB8. So just as I've said, deck runs GB8. So GB8 will serve as your finisher like most decks, but in the Honorary Professor deck, you get to maximize the draw power before you get to your GB8. Your GB8 allows you to pump your Reader Pigs for back row attacks, for multiple attacks. Given this deck, after a few test plays, it needs a few more Crayon Tigers. So the set is in my Big Belly deck, which will be deck profiled in the future.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. So there. I run Rimthurs. So this is a filler card. It can be swapped for Sidbreeze, for Zoa, or for Balaur. Okay, so it serves as a filler. So you mostly run the deck for your Honorary Professors, and you most likely won't stride into this one. I run 6 G guards for different occasions. So Almirage allows you to save your rear guards. So it helps with sometimes the Gridora matchup, just in case. I run a Spangled, so just in case I get to deplete my hand and get to refill it with the Spangled skill. I run Kundalini just in case I need the extra counter charge. I run a Gleam. Well, it's not like this guy, Air Element. Yeah, I run Air Element, so it has the same skill as a Gleam where you get to drop and draw. So there may be cases that you may need additional a different card other than the card you have in your hand, so you're gonna use this one. I run the new G Guard because it allows for you're running a non-GB deck. So when you run a non-GB deck, so most of your GN cards will be found in the drop zone. So you have open rear guard circles. And this guy gives you additional power based on the amount of circles that's open. And when your rear guard gets a +16, it gets 20,000 power, at least you get to draw 1 card. And I run Cray Elemental Colburn for mirror matches, for high hand-sized opponents. Okay guys, so that's my Honorary Professor deck. I hope you don't mind that I forgot some of the names. So thank you.
That has been Mr. Sensei with his Turbo 8 deck profile. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to us and hit that like button.
Thank you for viewing.
Bye!